Hello Bookish friends, welcome to another tag video. I will do a video before it is too late, which is the Wintery Book Tag. This tag was created by Kier the Scriver, and I was tagged by Emily at Novels. I will link both of their videos down below. The questions in this tag are all about different aspects of winter. The first question is, as winter becomes cold and we curl up in coats and blankets around fires, what is a book that makes you feel warm, seen or comforted? I always feel comfortable and at home when I'm reading an Agatha Christie murder mystery. There is something about Agatha Christie's writing style that speaks so much to me. I just love getting lost in the way that she tells her mysteries. There are many mysteries that makes me feel like that, but I will choose that on the Nile among them, both because of the atmosphere of the book as well as the really clever and ingenious way the mystery unfolds. Question 2. There is a perfection on a cold winter night when the moon shines on the snow and the air is crisp in your lungs and you just want to freeze the moment and capture it. What is the book you wanted to savor reading? I most of the time read quite fast. When I started reading The Remains of the Day by Kazuo Ishiguro, because I fell in love with the writing style and the way that the story was told, I wanted to slow down and enjoy the reading experience. This book became my favorite read of 2021. Question 3. As the world slows with winter, I always find myself turning to big classics and fantasy. What do you pick up in this season? Recommend your favorites or most recent book in this genre or type. I also read more fantasy books in the winter. The most recent book that I read was The Princess Bride by William Goldman. I read this book with Kristen at Enter the Book, and it was a very enjoyable reading experience for me. And I also really liked the humorous way the story was told. It was just what I needed in these hard and trying times. Question 4. But as the days crash up against each other, becoming shorter and the end of year looms, one can often turn to short books to quickly finish. What are some of your favorite short books? I chose a novella, and Every Morning The Way Home Gets Longer and Longer by Frederick Bachman. This novella was a very emotional one, and it really showed the struggles of having Alzheimer's while trying to maintain a relationship with the members of the family. It was a bit sad book, but it packed a lot in so few pages. Question 5. Every Christmas a new singer comes out with a new Christmas classic that is almost always immediately forgotten. What is the book that you highly anticipated but disappointed you? I really did like the first book in Bridget Jones' series. I was very excited when Bridget Jones' The Age of Reason by Helen Fielding was published, and I read it soon after it was published. Even though I did not dislike the book, it was certainly a disappointment for me after the first book, because it really lacked the wit and the sympathetic portrayal of Bridget. Question 6. Christmas covers. What is the retelling that you loved or hated, depending on how you feel about this practice? I will talk about a retelling that I read very recently. I really liked that retelling, which was The Decagon House Murders by Yukuti Ayatsuji. This book was a retelling of And Then There Were None. I really liked the approach that the author took, which was to honor Agatha Christie's masterpiece with very familiar element while maintaining an original mystery. The Decagon House Murders managed to surprise me with its ending. And I read The Decagon House Murders with Amy at Zoobag. Question 7. In colder climates, squirrels and many other animals collect food for the winter before hibernating. What is a book you collected long ago and have been hibernating on? I will talk about the first book that I downloaded on my Kindle. which was The House by the River by Lena Menta. This book takes place in my neighboring country, Greece, and I have no idea why I have not read it. Looks like a book that I would really like. Question 8. Winter is also the transition between one year and another. What is your favorite first book and last book in a series? Or alternatively, a goal you want to finish before the end of the year and the one you want to try next year. I really want to finish the books that are a carryover from last year from Booktuber recommendations, which were Pregnancy by Susanna Clark and An Unnecessary Woman by Rabbi Alamandine. As for a goal that I want to try next year, although it is very early, I think I will try to read books that were chosen by certain booktubers. Everybody is waiting for The Man with the Bag. What is a book that you really want to read, even if it might be a mixed bag? The Goodreads rating of this book is really low. But I really want to read The Persuasion Retelling, which is by the book by Julia Sonneborn. We are coming to question 10. In Canada, snowbirds are typically older people who spend their winters in warmer climates to avoid the cold before returning to Canada for March and October. What is a genre you don't live in but occasionally visit? I will have to say horror. I read it less than others. Most of the time I really like what I read. I guess it is a genre that I occasionally visit and have really good time. Question 11. Winter is often a little slower and cozier and can offer more time for solitude and reflection. What is a book that helped you understand yourself better or a book you learned from? I actually learned how my approach to reading has changed by rereading some of the classics that I found a bit disappointing. Although I did not remember the details, when I first read The Age of Innocence by Edith Wharton, I focused on the love triangle, which seemed a bit shallow actually. I found the book to be meh. When I reread the book as a bud read with Marilyn Maya Mendoza, I thought the love triangle was the least important thing in the book. The symbolism of the two women with totally different characters and what they represent in the society, as well as the general descriptions of the environment was very satisfactory. So by rereading this book, I learned how my view of a good book has changed over time. Question 12. What is a book that represents winter for you? It is certainly Harry Hole series by Jo Nesbø because it takes place in a very cold environment, Norway, but especially snowman, since snow and snowman plays a crucial role in the construction of the mystery. Last question is send some winter cheer to some friends by tagging them. I will tag the channels that I mentioned in this video. So I will tag Amy at Zobek, Marilyn Mayo Mendoza, and Kristen at Enter the Book. So those were my answers for the Wintery Book Tag. Please comment down below what is a book that represents winter for you. And if you're a new viewer, first of all, welcome. Please like and subscribe. Hope to see you very soon. Bye. As for Turkish word of the day, I'm going to choose cold. Cold means soğuk in Turkish and soğuk is our Turkish word of the day. Have a good day.